Chosen one, you have reached this moment, and the heavens rejoiced because of it. Do not pass by these words too quickly, for what is unfolding before you is something your heart has long been waiting to receive. It has the power to redirect your path in ways you never imagined. If you overlook this moment, you could miss the very blessing that has been prepared for you long before this day arrived. When we say you finally made it, it does not mean you completed a single task. It means your spirit endured. It means you refused to let fear decide your future and instead held tightly to faith. That choice did not go unnoticed. Heaven recognized your persistence, and your unwavering heart opened the door to something genuine. This is not wishful thinking or mere chance. It is the fruit of every hidden struggle you endured when no one else knew what you were carrying. You now stand at a turning point where your faithfulness has stirred a response from above. What is about to unfold will reveal why this season is far more significant than it appears. Type Amen if this speaks to your heart. You truly made it. Not because of one decision, but because every trial you overcame transformed you into someone far stronger than the person you once were. I witnessed the nights when exhaustion weighed heavily on you, yet you kept moving forward. I saw the moments when uncertainty seemed louder than hope, but you refused to let it define you, because you chose not to give up. Something changed beyond what your eyes could see. That unseen movement has already begun, and it is drawing blessings toward your life that no one can prevent. Heaven rejoices because you crossed a boundary that many never reach, the place where faith is no longer just spoken but fully lived. Before you continue, take a moment to support this message by liking this video. Your simple action may help these words reach someone who is standing at the edge of giving up and desperately needs the encouragement you are receiving today. You may not feel like you did anything extraordinary, but I tell you the truth. What you did was rare. You stayed when it would have been easier to walk away. You believed even when there was no visible proof. You chose patience when everything inside you wanted immediate answers. That is why heaven responded, not because of perfection, but because of persistence. The celebration is not for who you were. It is for who you became, through the process you endured. Type 1111 if you believe. What is happening now is not random. When heaven celebrates, it means something has been approved. Something has been released. Something has been unlocked in your life. You are stepping into a moment where the struggle you endured begins to turn into something meaningful. This does not mean everything changes instantly, but it means the direction has shifted in your favor. You are no longer fighting from the same place of weakness. You are now moving forward with strength that was built in silence. There were people who doubted you, situations that tried to break you, and moments that made you question everything. But through all of that, you did not fully collapse. You bent. You struggled. You felt pain. But you did not completely let go. That is what heaven honors. Not perfection, not flawless faith, but the refusal to completely walk away. That is why this moment carries weight, because it is the result of everything you refuse to let destroy you. Now, understand this clearly. The celebration in heaven is not just symbolic. It represents movement. It represents things aligning in ways you cannot see yet. It represents doors beginning to open, even if you do not see them immediately. There is something being prepared for you that matches the version of you that endured, not the old you who was unsure, but the one who stayed despite everything. That version of you is now ready to receive something different. You may still feel tired. You may still carry the weight of what you went through. and that is okay. Healing does not erase everything instantly, but even in your tiredness, there is a quiet strength inside you now that was not there before. That strength is what will carry you into what is coming next. You are not person you were before this process. And that is exactly why heaven responded the way it did. Do not underestimate what it means to endure. Many start, but few continue when it becomes difficult. Many believe when things are easy, but walk away when the path becomes unclear. You did not do that. Even when your belief was shaky, you held on to something. Even when your heart felt heavy, you did not completely let go. That is why this moment exists for you now. There is something important you must understand as you move forward. The celebration is not the end. It is the beginning of a new phase, a phase where you will start to see glimpses of what your endurance created. It may come in small ways at first, subtle shifts, unexpected moments, things that do not seem dramatic, but carry meaning. Pay attention to those moments because they are signs that things are moving. You are not forgotten. You were never overlooked. Every moment of pain, every tear, every quiet prayer, it was all seen, and now you are entering a space where what was unseen begins to reveal itself in ways you can recognize. This is why it was important for you to not give up, because if you had stopped, you would have missed this point entirely. The truth is, you came closer to quitting than you want to admit. There were moments when you almost walked away from everything, but something kept you here. Something inside you refused to fully surrender. That something is what connected you to this moment. It is the reason you are hearing this now. It is the reason this message found you at this exact time. Could a hidden part of your brain be influencing your ability to attract money? A Columbia study linked to CIA research points to a small brain mechanism activated through a simple 7-second ritual, backed by 4 neuroscience labs. This method is helping people move beyond financial struggles into more balanced lifestyles. Many are now stepping into dream homes, owning luxury cars, and finally taking luxury vacations. However, this page might not remain online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. What you did may seem small to you, but it was not small to heaven. It was seen as a decision that carried weight, a decision that proved something about you, a decision that showed you were ready for something more. That is why there was celebration. Not because everything is perfect now, but because you proved you would not quit when it mattered most. As you continue from here, do not go back to thinking you are the same as before. You are not. Something has changed in you. Something has been strengthened. Something has been awakened. And that change will begin to reflect in the way your life moves forward. Stay aware of it. Stay connected to it. Do not ignore it. The celebration you heard about is not separate from your reality. It is connected to what is unfolding right now. You are standing in a moment where what you endured is beginning to produce something visible, even if it appears slowly at first. Type 777 if you trust God. There is a quiet unfolding happening around you, and it may not look dramatic on the outside, but inside your life, things are aligning. You may notice small changes first. Moments where things feel lighter, where certain struggles no longer have the same hold on you. That is not your imagination. That is the evidence that something has already shifted in your favor. When heaven celebrates, it does not stay in the unseen. It begins to reflect in your life in ways you can eventually recognize. Do not rush this process. I know part of you wants immediate results. instant proof that everything has changed. But what is being built for you is deeper than a quick moment of relief. It is something that will last, something that will remain even when circumstances around you fluctuate. That is why it is unfolding with intention. You are being prepared to carry what is coming, not just receive it and lose it. You have grown in ways you did not even notice. The way you think, the way you respond, the way you hold on, all of it has changed. You are not reacting the same way you used to. You are not falling apart the same way you used to. That is proof that something inside you has strengthened, and that strength is what makes you ready for what is ahead. There were times when you felt like nothing was happening. Times when you believed your efforts were going nowhere. But those were the moments when the deepest work was taking place. Growth does not always feel powerful when it is happening. Sometimes it feels like nothing. Sometimes it feels like silence. But in that silence, something was being formed inside you that could not be rushed. Type 1010 to receive blessings. Now you are entering a phase where what was built in silence begins to show itself, not all at once, not in overwhelming ways, but in moments that carry meaning. You will start to notice things falling into place that once felt impossible. You will begin to see connections where there used to be confusion. You will feel a sense of direction where there was once uncertainty. These are not accidents. These are the results of what you endured. Stay grounded in this truth. Do not let doubt convince you that nothing is changing. Doubt will try to return. It will try to make you question everything again. But you are not the same person who used to be controlled by that doubt. You have already proven that you can move forward, even when uncertainty is present. That is why you must not go back to thinking you are stuck. There is something else you need to understand. Not everyone around you will recognize this shift immediately. Some will still see you the way you used to be. Some will not understand what is happening in your life. That is okay. This process is not for everyone to understand. It is for you to walk through. You do not need validation from others to confirm what is already taking place. You are being led into a space where your life begins to reflect the strength you built inside. That means new opportunities, new connections, new paths that align with who you have become. But you must be willing to step into those moments when they appear. Do not hesitate when the door opens. Do not question yourself out of something that was meant for you. What you went through was not wasted. Every difficult moment served a purpose. Every time you felt like giving up, but did not, it added something to you. It prepared you in ways you could not see at the time. Now those preparations are beginning to matter. Now they are becoming useful. Now they are shaping the way your life moves forward. There will be moments where you feel unsure again. That is natural. Growth does not remove every feeling of doubt. But now, you have something you did not have before. You have evidence within yourself that you can keep going. You have proof that you can endure. That is what will carry you through those moments. You are not alone in this process. Even when you feel like you are walking through things by yourself, you are being guided. There is a presence that has been with you through everything. Even in the moments you felt completely abandoned, that presence has not left you. It is still with you now, guiding you forward, even when you cannot see the full path. Pay attention to what is happening in your life now, not just the big things, but the small details, the way certain situations shift, the way certain opportunities appear, the way certain burdens begin to feel lighter. These are signs that things are moving. Do not ignore them. Do not dismiss them. They are part of what has been released into your life. Why are so many people talking about the billionaire brainwave? A leading neuroscientist says it was identified during a private program based on CIA research. This 7-second ritual, confirmed by 4 neuroscience labs, helps align your thinking with better financial outcomes. Many are moving away from stress into improved lifestyles with dream homes, luxury cars, and the freedom to enjoy luxury vacations. But this discovery may be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is gone. You have reached a point where you are no longer the person who started this journey. That version of you is behind you now. The version of you that stands here now is stronger, wiser, and more prepared. That is why this moment matters. Because you are now in a position to receive something different. Do not be afraid of what is ahead. Even if it feels unfamiliar, even if it feels new, it is aligned with the person you have become. You are not stepping into something that will break you. You are stepping into something that matches your growth. That is why you had to go through what you went through. So you could be ready for this. Keep moving forward with confidence. Even if it is quiet confidence. You do not need to prove anything to anyone. You do not need to announce every step. Just continue walking. Continue trusting. Continue believing. What is unfolding does not need noise. It needs your consistency. This is part of the reward that follows endurance. Not just external change, but internal clarity that reshapes how you see everything around you. You are not just stepping into new circumstances. You are stepping into a new understanding of yourself and your path. Type 2222 to receive miracles. There is a deep peace being formed inside you. Even if you do not fully recognize it yet, it is not loud. It does not demand attention. But it is there, growing stronger with every step you take forward. This peace is different from temporary relief. It is rooted in what you have already survived. It is the kind of peace that stays even when things are uncertain, because it is built on experience, not just hope. And this peace will guide your decisions in ways that protect you from returning to what once hurt you. You are beginning to see more clearly who and what belongs in your life. Some connections will feel stronger, while others will begin to fade without force. Do not resist this. Not everything that was with you before is meant to go with you into what is next. This is not loss. This is alignment. It is the natural result of becoming someone who can no longer stay in places that do not match your growth. There will be moments where this feels uncomfortable. Letting go, even when it is necessary, is not always easy. But understand this. What is leaving is creating space for something that fits where you are now. You are not being left empty. You are being made ready. And what is coming will not require you to shrink yourself to keep it. It will meet you where you stand now, stronger and more aware. You are also being prepared to recognize opportunities that you might have ignored before, where you once doubted yourself. You will now feel a quiet confidence guiding you to move. It may not feel overwhelming. It may not feel dramatic, but it will feel steady. That is how you will know it is real. It will not rush you. It will not pressure you. It will simply present itself and wait for your response. Type if you trust in Jesus. Do not be afraid to step into those moments, even if they feel unfamiliar, even if you feel unsure at first. Trust the growth that has already taken place inside you. You have been shaped for this. You have been prepared in ways you did not fully understand while you were going through them. Now those preparations are becoming useful. Now they are guiding you into something new. There is also something important about timing that you must understand. Not everything will happen at once. Some things will unfold quickly, while others will take time to fully appear. This is not delay. This is design. Each step builds on the last, creating something that is stable and lasting. If everything came at once, it would overwhelm you. But what is being given to you is meant to stay, not disappear. You will also begin to notice that your reactions to challenges are changing. Where you once felt overwhelmed immediately, you will now pause, think, and respond differently. That is growth. That is strength. That is evidence that what you went through has changed you in a real way. You are no longer reacting from fear alone. You are responding from a place of understanding. Do not underestimate this shift. It may feel subtle, but it is powerful. It means you are no longer controlled by the same patterns that once held you back. It means you are free to move differently, to choose differently, to live differently. That freedom is part of what heavens celebrated. Not just what you endured, but what you became because of it. You are also being drawn closer to a sense of purpose, even if it is not fully clear yet. There is something you are meant to do, something that aligns with who you are becoming. It may not reveal itself all at once, but you will begin to feel it. A pull, a direction, a quiet knowing that you are moving towards something meaningful. Follow that. Do not ignore it. The path ahead is not about returning to what you used to be. It is about stepping into something that reflects who you are now. That means new choices, new habits, new ways of thinking. It may feel unfamiliar at first, but it will also feel right. That is how you will know you are on the right path. Not because it is easy, but because it aligns with the strength you have built. There is a shield surrounding your life that you may not always recognize. Doors that would have led to pain have quietly closed before you reach them. Paths that could have delayed your progress have been redirected without you even realizing it. None of this happened by accident. It is evidence that you have been guided and watched over every step of the way, even in the seasons when you believed you were walking alone. Unseen hands were leading you away from what did not belong in your future. Have you ever wondered why so many manifestation techniques seem to produce inconsistent results? According to a respected neuroscientist connected with CIA-related research, the missing piece may be the brainwave state people enter before taking action. A simple 7-second practice, examined by 4 neuroscience laboratories, is helping many people develop a healthier relationship with money and make clearer life decisions. People who once believed their biggest dreams were impossible are now moving into beautiful homes, driving the cars they once only admired, and taking the vacations they used to imagine from a distance. This information may not remain available for long. So if you want to learn more, check the link in the description and comments before it disappears. Now that you understand what has been unfolding, continue your journey with steady confidence. Not the kind that demands attention or seeks validation, but the quiet assurance that comes from knowing you are being directed toward the right destination. You do not owe everyone an explanation for your transformation. You do not need permission to grow. Simply keep moving, keep believing, and allow each new chapter to unfold in its proper time. What you are experiencing today is only the first glimpse of something much greater already in motion. Remain fully present with every step you take. Resist the urge to rush toward the finish line, because every stage of the journey carries a lesson that is shaping your character even more deeply. You are no longer seeing your path through confusion alone. Instead, you are beginning to recognize that every experience, every delay. And every breakthrough has served a meaningful purpose. This quiet understanding may not attract attention, but it will become a steady source of wisdom whenever life feels uncertain. Type 222 to claim miracles. You are entering a phase where your sensitivity to what is right for you becomes stronger. You will feel when something aligns, and you will feel when something does not. This is not coincidence. This is growth. The same confusion that once made decisions difficult is beginning to clear, and in its place, a quiet clarity is emerging. This clarity will protect you from repeating cycles that once held you back. There will be situations that test this new awareness, moments where you are given the chance to choose differently than before. Pay attention to those moments. They are not random. They are opportunities to step fully into who you have become. When you choose differently, you confirm your growth. When you respond with strength instead of fear, you reinforce the change that has taken place inside you. You are also being drawn toward a different kind of life, one that feels more aligned with your true self. It may not look exactly how you imagined it before, but it will feel right in a way that is difficult to explain. This is because you are no longer chasing what looks good on the outside. You are moving toward what feels true on the inside. That shift is what brings real peace. Type yes to receive miracles. Do not ignore the subtle changes happening in your desires. What once mattered deeply to you may begin to lose its importance. While new things begin to call your attention, this is not loss. This is direction. It is the natural result of becoming someone new. Allow yourself to follow those new directions without fear. They are leading you towards something that matches who you are now. There is also a restoration happening within you. Parts of you that felt broken are being put back together, not exactly as they were before, but in a stronger, more complete way. You are not returning to your old self. You are becoming a refined version of who you were meant to be all along. That is why this process has been so intense. It was not just about change. It was about transformation. You may begin to notice that your energy is different, the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, the way you respond to life. Others may not be able to explain it, but they will feel it. There is a quiet strength in you now that was not there before. This strength does not need to prove itself. It simply exists, steady and grounded. With this new strength comes responsibility. You must protect your peace. You must be careful about what you allow back into your life. Not everything deserves access to this version of you. You have worked too hard, endured too much to return to environments that drain you. Choose carefully. Choose what aligns with your growth. There will also be moments of reflection where you look back at everything you went through and begin to understand it differently. What once felt like punishment will begin to look like preparation. What once felt like loss will begin to reveal hidden purpose. This does not erase the pain, but it gives it meaning. And meaning brings healing. You are also being guided toward connections that will support your growth. These connections will not feel forced. They will come naturally at the right time. They will understand you in ways others did not. They will not require you to explain your journey over and over. They will simply meet you where you are and walk with you from there. At the same time, do not be surprised if some relationships fall away. Not everyone can grow with you. Some people were meant to be part of a chapter, not the entire story. Letting go is not failure. It is part of moving forward. It is part of making space for what is meant to stay. You are also learning to trust yourself again. After everything you went through, that trust may have been shaken, but now It is being rebuilt slowly and steadily. Each decision you make, each step you take adds to that trust. You are proving to yourself that you can move forward with wisdom, not just reaction. There is a deeper connection forming between you and your purpose, even if you cannot fully define it yet. You can feel it. It is guiding you, pulling you towards something meaningful. This is not something you need to force. It will reveal itself as you continue walking forward. Your role is to stay open, to stay aware, and to stay willing. You are also being reminded that you are not alone in this journey. There is a presence that has been with you through every moment. Even when you felt abandoned, that presence is still guiding you now. It is helping you see what you could not see before. It is leading you away from what could harm you and toward what will help you grow. Have you heard about the private group of neuroscientists working on brain waves connected to money? A top researcher revealed this work was based on CIA studies not meant for public release yet. The result is a simple 7-second ritual validated by 4 neuroscience labs now practiced at home. Many who once struggled financially are now living in dream homes, owning luxury cars, and taking luxury vacations. But this page could disappear without warning. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. Do not rush ahead. Stay present in where you are. There is value in this moment. There is growth still taking place. There is understanding still unfolding. Everything you need will come in its time. You do not need to force it. You only need to remain steady. You are becoming someone who can handle more, understand more, and live more fully. That is what this journey has been about. Not just surviving, but becoming. And now that you have reached this point, there is no going back to who you used to be. You are starting to recognize your own strength in ways that once felt impossible. Before, you needed reassurance from others. You needed signs to feel secure. But now, there is something within you that does not depend on constant confirmation. It is steady. It is quiet. And it holds you even when everything around you feels uncertain. This is what has been built inside you through every challenge you faced. There is also a deeper understanding forming within your heart about why things happened the way they did. It may not answer every question, but it brings peace where there was once frustration. You are beginning to see that not every delay was denial, and not every closed door was loss. Some things were simply protection, guiding you away from paths that were not meant for you. As you move forward, you will notice that your patience has changed. You are no longer rushing in the same way. You are allowing things to unfold, trusting the timing, even when you do not fully understand it. This patience is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is the result of learning that forcing things only leads to more struggle, while allowing them brings alignment. Type 1111 tout affirme. There is also a restoration happening in your confidence, not the kind of confidence that tries to impress others, but the kind that allows you to stand firm in who you are. You are no longer shrinking yourself to fit into spaces that do not value you. You are no longer doubting your worth in the same way. This is not arrogance. It is clarity about who you have become. You will begin to see that the things you once tolerated will no longer feel acceptable. Situations that once felt normal will now feel uncomfortable. This is not because you have become difficult. It is because you have grown. Growth changes your standards. It changes what you are willing to accept. And that is necessary if you are going to step into what has been prepared for you. There is also something shifting in the way opportunities come into your life. Before, You may have felt like you were chasing everything, trying to make things happen. But now, there will be moments where things come to you. Doors will open without the same level of struggle. This does not mean effort is no longer required, but it means alignment is working in your favor. Do not let fear cause you to hesitate when those moments appear. You are not the same person who used to second-guess every step. You have grown beyond that. You have learned through experience. You have gained understanding that will guide you. Trust that. Trust what has been built inside you. You may also feel a stronger need to protect your time and energy. This is not selfish. It is necessary. Not everything deserves your attention. Not everyone deserves access to your space. You have been through too much to allow yourself to be drained by things that do not align with your growth. Be mindful of where you invest yourself. There is also a deeper sense of purpose beginning to rise within you. It may not be fully clear yet, but you can feel it. There is something you are meant to do. Something that goes beyond just existing. This purpose will reveal itself as you continue forward. You do not need to force it. You only need to remain open and willing. You are also learning to trust the process in a way you did not before. Even when things do not make sense immediately, you are not reacting with the same level of fear. There is a quiet understanding that everything is unfolding as it should. This trust is what will keep you steady in moments where clarity has not yet arrived. There will still be challenges, but they will not break you the way they once did. You have already faced things that tested you deeply, and you made it through. That experience has changed you. It has given you strength that cannot be taken away. That strength will carry you through whatever comes next. You are also beginning to see yourself with more compassion. Instead of judging yourself for past mistakes, you are understanding them. You are seeing how they shaped you, how they taught you, how they led you to where you are now. This compassion is healing. It allows you to move forward without carrying unnecessary weight. A fresh season is quietly unfolding in your life. At first, the changes may seem subtle, a new perspective, an unexpected idea, or a different direction calling your attention. Do not overlook these moments. They are gentle indications that something meaningful is taking shape, preparing you for the next chapter of your journey. Welcome them instead of brushing them aside. Through every high and every low, you have never truly walked alone. Even during the times when you felt forgotten or isolated, a greater presence remained beside you. It has continued to guide your decisions, guard your steps, and lead you toward the place you are meant to reach. Although you may not always see the entire path ahead, you can trust that you are being directed with purpose. Hold firmly to the truth you have already learned. Stay rooted in the strength that has grown within you through every challenge. Do not let passing emotions erase the progress you have made. You have already traveled too far to believe you are starting over. You are standing in the middle of a process that is steadily unfolding for your good. Could a simple 7-second ritual really help people attract financial opportunities more naturally? Research associated with CIA-related studies suggests that specific brainwave patterns may influence how people recognize and respond to opportunities around them. Supported by findings from 4 neuroscience laboratories, this approach is helping many individuals move away from constant financial stress and toward greater stability and abundance. Some are now living in homes they once only dreamed about, driving the vehicles they hoped to own, and taking the vacations they once believed were beyond their reach. Because this information may not remain available online indefinitely, be sure to check the link in the description and comments before it is removed. Your story is still unfolding, There are greater experiences waiting, new opportunities to embrace, and blessings that have yet to reveal themselves. What you have witnessed so far is only the beginning of what has already been set in motion. Keep moving ahead with steady faith, patient expectation, and quiet confidence, knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be in this moment of your journey,